Make sure we are live over there. And we are live here. Let me just double check on Facebook real quick. Make sure it's showing there. And we're live. Come on over.
Yes, awesome. Beautiful.
If you're on Facebook, come on over.
Hello, hello.
I just posted, letting them know that we're live. And I know you guys are probably wondering, what's today? Thursday.
Hey, Thursday. Yep.
Why are we having Tea Talk on Thursday? Well, it's been that kind of a week where things had to get shuffled around for one reason or another.
And it's time to burn. As you can see, my fire doesn't want to go out. It wants to burn all that energy that does not serve us away. So let it go, let it burn. Woo! Let it go.
Burn, let it burn, let it burn.
Let's go.
Well, we have
it's been a week.
Shannon. I'm going to make sure I remember that. Shannon is Empty Nesters, right?
Yeah.
We have Larissa and we have Heather.
Hello,
already
guys.
Here watching.
How about you? Good to see you.
So go ahead and say hi in the chat as you pop in. It's MJ and Gina, or Gina and MJ.
Burn, you felt that burn too, right? We'll do some more burning later, but for tonight, that is the burn. It's time to burn stuff, you know? Ever get that feeling like I just need to burn some stuff and just be happy with it? Today's the day, guys.
Yeah. I was burning some Palo Santo earlier, and I don't think that wanted to go out either, but it's like, you know what? You needed to do something, do your work.
Yep.
All right, so today...
Can we just say before, if something doesn't go out, guys, this is just a tip I'm giving you. If something is burning and you blow and it don't go out, it means it needs to burn. It means there's excess energy or there's an energy that needs to be removed. Let it burn. Don't just like, oh my God, it's got to go out. No, it's telling you, let me burn longer. There's something here. Always remember, guys, okay? So here we go. Go ahead, Gina.
It is another episode of Tea Talk.
Yeah.
And we have another magical item today. Let me grab my bag. I have several things I'm going to share with you. There we go. Cacao.
We have cacao.
It's Cacao Day.
It is cacao. And what is cacao? Chocolate. Go chocolate. Go chocolate. Cacao.
That's where, it's where chocolate comes from.
Yep. This is actually what I'm holding here are actually the cacao bits of that actually make the fruit that grows this amazing chocolate that you and we are going to discuss today. So we are talking all things cacao, not cocoa, cacao.
That's right. And for most of you that don't know, yes, chocolate is grown on a tree.
Yes. Okay. If you could see the image there on top.
So you have one that is grown in Peru, and I have cacao chocolate, actually cacao.
Wait, I have the one grown in Puerto Rico.
I mean, Puerto Rico. Yeah. That's Sorry, Puerto Rico. And mine was grown in Belize. And it's by a company called EST Cacao. Amazing chocolate. But it's raw cacao. And this particular one is mixed with chili pepper. And I had one that was mixed with ginger, which is finished. And I had another one as well. But it's amazing. If you've never had raw chocolate, you've got to give it a try. You know, that chocolate that you eat out there, that's called chocolate, that's been, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the process, because when you get the fruit off the tree, it goes through a fermentation process to actually become cacao. And then the cacao goes through another process where it becomes cocoa powder. And by the time it gets to being cocoa powder, half of the benefits, if not more, are already depleted, right? So you're getting the flavor, but you're not getting the medicinal benefits from it. And then they take all of that and they create chocolate. So by the time it gets used, it's pure.
It's not chocolate. This is not chocolate. The sweeter the cacao, the worse it is for you guys. So the sweeter your chocolate is, and I know you like that Hershey's. I see you putting that kiss in your mouth right now, eating it all up. I'm watching you guys. All right. That, which is the yummy chocolate, is the chocolate that is no good for you. Okay. So stay away from that. Let's try to get to healthy. This is right off the tree. So I'm going to start to talk about where it's from. I'm going to head up, Gina, because I'm excited because cacao is grown here in Puerto Rico. Cacao, Puerto Rico, if who all don't know that, is agricultural for cacao, coffee, and cane sugar. So did you know that Puerto Rico is one of the number one distributors of coffee? We grow coffee on this island. And what do we grow right next to coffee? Cacao. Cacao grows. They're really big balls. It looks like a melon, and they grow right off the tree. And you come here, and you actually can go on tours and pick them. All right. So not only do you get to pick them, you see them grow. I was trying to take you to a finca. A finca is a place where they grow the cacao, so you could literally see it in your hand, but I was too last minute. But I will post pictures of it. But cacao is grown in tropical places under shade. It is not grown in the sun beating down, so it's got to be in a nice tropical place. Now, on Puerto Rico, cacao is grown wild all over the place, and this was the thing to grow. When the industry started booming back in the day, cacao is the number one thing that Puerto Rico sold until hurricane season hit. Once hurricane season hit back in the 1700s, it wiped out all the cacao plants, and it had to start over again. Hence, we have cacao all over again, and it's booming the industry again. But cacao, not only does it, this came back from Mexico. Cacao is from Mexico. It was first used from the Olmecs and the Mayans and the Aztecs. They believed that it was it was bittersweet for them, but it was the fruit of the gods. They believed but they believed by drinking 1 cup of froth of this, and they would actually, if you ever see the bars and go in and they're mixing the drink, making it all frothy, that's what they used to do. If you look back in the Aztec history, they even have symbols and carvings of them serving you cacao. And it's only for the elite and the rituals. Why? Because cacao has a connection to your source. So say you want it. That's why a lot of people use cacao for rituals, is because it has a connection. Besides all the healthy benefits that Gina's going to talk to you about, cacao gives you, not only it connects with your heart space, it also connects with source, with your spirit guides, with your subconscious, and allows you to feel, see, and hear and sense what you know. So that's why monks, that's why all the Aztec elites used to drink cacao, and they literally called it, and to this day, it is still called the food of the gods. All right.
And that's why Valentine's Day, they give chocolate for Valentine's Day. You notice that? Chocolate, but it's not cacao like we're talking about. That's regular chocolate, but
that was a whole different religion.
But the connection with the heart space, right?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the cacao connection.
No,
the heart, that Valentine was a whole different. Let's not put the chocolate from that day in this. Let's talk about with the Aztecs. Let's go to Mexico with cacao. Let's talk about what the rituals, what they used to do in the cacao. It is a feminine energy, and it is the earth, the sun, and Uranus. Why? Because of all of the potential energies that come out of this one plant. It heightens your meditation. It develops your creativity. It's said by drinking this tea today. If you drink this tea today, it helps you become more creative. So make yourself some tea. You're not feeling creative. You need a muse. Cacao is your muse. It connects to your higher source to get you thinking. It enhances your energy. Say we're all on these special diets and fads and eating well and all that. Say you're hungry. I can't. Make some cacao tea. Cacao tea not only boosts you with a whole bunch of energy, it's like an espresso shot. It sustains the energy in your body all day. The Aztecs and the Mayans would drink 1 cup and go out all day, and they would say it was God helping them, because they would never be starving and they were always full. And that's why they worship the cacao so much as too. What else does it say? In Puerto Rico, It does go wild. Puerto Rico has the top, out of the 300 varieties of cacao, Puerto Rico has the top 10. And it's grown here for that, for the purpose. And 2 of them are just for ritual. How do you make the tea? Well, this one is really easy. What I did was I took the bits, I put them in the water, and I steeped the water for 20 minutes, and then I let it sit. I let it sit, and then in a matter of 10 minutes, it was amazing. And this is what I only, not only did I steep it and I made the tea out of it, I put what was left over in my smoothie, and it gave my smoothie with strawberries, bananas, and blueberries an added flavor. You could use it in cereal, you could sprinkle it in cakes. This, it has, and it's chocolate. It's chocolate. You're going to sense it. But the richness and the flavors that you have in this one bag, well, it was off the chains. Now, want to know, this was gold. In Mexico, this bag that I'm holding right now would equal up to $1 million in gold back in the day. That's how important it was. This was their trade. Would you believe that? Now everybody could buy it. This cost me $8.
Yeah.
But it was gold back for the Mayans back then. So this is how amazing. I'm really excited because not only because it's grown here and it's wild, like they grow it. My brother has a farm up in Jayuya, and he has wild. It's growing everywhere. And he's like, cacao. And I'm like, let's learn. Let's take it apart. Let's rip it. Let's open it. Let's eat it. Let's replant it. And say I send you seeds. This tree is really easy to grow. Long as it's under a warm climate, I can send it to Gina and she can grow it in Florida, long as it's under a shaded area, and she'll have the most amazing cacao.
And here's the thing: if you have never eaten the raw bean, you don't know what you're missing. I have, because there's a market here that sells the cacao fruit, and I go and cut it and just eat it raw. If you've never had that opportunity, you've got to find a way of getting the fruit. When you're eating that raw fruit, it is so amazing. Yeah, it really is. It truly is delicious. MJ has the tea. I have the cacao powder, and all I do is I just take like a half a teaspoon, because this is very, very powerful. It's very potent, and I put that in with a cup of water, and I add in my coconut milk. And if you want to add a little bit of sweetener, you can, but I don't. And I just
don't
stir
even
it
add that.
around. Yeah, just like that.
I
Just
have the
enjoy it
bits.
like
I don't
that.
have a tea. Mine's is actually the bits. It's
Yeah,
actually from the bits that they dry up here. It's a really quick
right. The
process as
cacao,
well.
like
So
cacao nibs. And then I
yes.
have another cup here, which is a combination of cacao and my herbal coffee blend. Let me show you what, and that has turmeric. And I've probably shared this with you before. So I mixed the cacao powder with some of the my herbal coffee. There's no coffee in there. And so I have 2 different cups that I'm sitting here with. And then you mentioned the smoothie. I also have blueberries and raspberries and cacao and coconut water blended in a smoothie. So we're going to share with you lots of different ways that you can work with the cacao, because that was one of the questions that we had was, well, I have this big bag of cacao. Now, how do I use it? Okay. Most people think that you have to drink it, or you have to just make the tea with it, but or do cacao ceremony, but there are other ways that you can work with it. All right, so let me give you some of the benefits. So we're talking about, how delicious this thing is, and it really is. Cacao is really good for your digestive system. If you have any kind of IBS issues, just drink your cup of cacao. It really is good for things like IBS, those kind of issues. It helps to lower your blood pressure. So if you have issues with around that, because of the flavonoids that are in the cacao, they will actually help your blood pressure to go down. They're really good for the blood flow to the brain as well as your heart, and helping to prevent blood clots. So the cacao has actually been worked with in helping to prevent blood clots in people who are prone to getting blood clots. If you're eating like that chocolate thing, chocolate will actually increase your risk of diabetes, whereas cacao decreases your risk of getting diabetes. And
right. And that's the level. What she's talking about
right.
is the level. See, I bought this purposely to show you what she's talking about. So if you eat this and it's dark chocolate and it's 92% cacao, now we're talking. Now it's
Yes.
not going to be sweet like that Hershey's Kiss you want to put in your mouth and savor. The bitterness it's very bitter.
Exactly. The bitterness is what you want to go after, because the bitterness actually, and we're gonna get to that. It helps your liver. So this is, when we're talking about cacao being really good for the body, it really is. And I want you to make sure that you're keeping your mind off of chocolate, because we're not talking about chocolate. We're talking about cacao. Okay. So cacao reduces your diabetes risk. It also reduces heart disease because it is filled with potassium. It also is, picture this, it is anti-inflammatory. Cacao is anti-inflammatory. If you have any kind of inflammation in your body, drinking cacao will actually reduce your inflammation. By reducing the inflammation, it's going to reduce all of these other issues that inflammation is known to cause, because inflammation is pretty much the number one cause of most illness within your body, right? So by reducing the inflammation, you're going to be reducing your risk of a lot of other illnesses that inflammation is responsible for, right? So cacao is an excellent source of iron, protein, magnesium, potassium, fiber. I could go on and on and on. And it is actually the highest plant-based source of iron. The highest plant-based source for getting iron. It is a natural mood elevator. So if you're the type of person that kind of gets, especially like right now, it's really rainy, and the weather tends to affect you, having a cup of cacao tea will help to raise your mood, to boost your mood, because it is a natural mood elevator. It is also great for anxiety. So if you're also somebody who, especially with everything that's going on, and you suffer from bouts of anxiety, having some cacao, or just not necessarily, you don't, like I said, you don't have to drink it hot as a tea. You could just simply get a piece of the cacao. I'm gonna see if I open
Chew
this
on
right
it.
now.
Chew on it like
Yes,
tobacco. If you
chew
would
on
chew
it.
on tobacco, it is like chewing on tobacco. It's going to give you that little bitterness, but you're going to sense, you're going to feel. This is where the flavor of chocolate comes from, is right from these
Yes,
little bits. So, and it's super amazing for you.
exactly. And it's really, really good for your skin. Cacao is actually considered to be anti-aging. Go figure. Yes, great for your skin because of all of the antioxidants that are in the cacao. Also rich in calcium. So if you're looking for a perfect source, plant-based source for calcium and all these other things, grab yourself some cacao. It's like the perfect drink. I don't want to say medication, but like
It
plant
is
medicine.
medication. I'm sorry. It is medication. So
But
back
yes,
in the
it is.
Aztec time, they would take the cacao and now we're talking about the gods and the elites with bathe in it.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine bathing yourself in some cacao, and with the right person,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
you all be chewing on some cacao, baby.
I
Let's go.
know. Exactly. Thomas is asking, is it bitter? Yes, natural cacao does have a bitter flavor to it, but it's not the ill kind of bitter. I don't know how to explain it. It's good bitter.
It's not like pickle bitter. It's not pickle
Right.
bitter. So if you like pickles and you're like, oh, it's a bitterness, and it's like, oh, but when you bite into it, I want to give you a sense of understanding. When you bite, you still taste the chocolate, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
like a stronger. Take a piece of cacao. This one, if you have the 90%, the 92% cacao, and that's why I bought this for you guys, is
Yeah.
for you to see. Having this one is just like biting on this. It's just like, or the tea. The tea is just, I would say, if I were you, hey MJ, hook me up. Let's get this tea sent to me so I can have the most amazing tea grown naturally, and then bite into that. And then I'm gonna say, bite me, baby. There you go.
Now
Right,
let's
this
say
is
this
getting
though.
kind of.
This is not the kind of chocolate where you're going to sit and you're going to eat the entire bar at one time. Okay, that's not this. Um, Shannon is asking, is it medicine? Oh, it is medicine. Um, Somehow MJ got kicked out, but we're gonna get her back in. But this is considered to be to be
Sorry.
medicine. Yes. Okay. So this is not the type of chocolate you're going to sit and you're going to eat the entire bar. It is not like that. This is meant, this is, to me, it's sacred. Cacao is a sacred type of medicine. Okay.
And it makes you sick. It makes you sick.
Yes.
I want to say it'll give you the adverse effect where it'll help your stomach if you drink it, you know, a little. If you eat too much of it, you're going to notice that you're going to get very bloated. You're going to get gassy, and it's going to start releasing stuff and make you sick. So don't overdo it. This is where I tell you, tiny pieces at a time, melt it, add it to your smoothie. Say you want to just to taste it. Say in the morning you wake up and you're like, I want to have a smoothie and I just want a sense of chocolate, or you want to cheat on your diet, whatever the case, and you say, hey MJ, hook me up. Yes, I'd love to, Thomas. I'll send you some. Absolutely. If you send me your address, I will send you some tea so I can hook you up. All right. And I want to know how you feel. Come back to me and let me know how it tastes to you. All right. So having some puddings, take little pieces and eat it and see how it feels. I want you to know, say you're working. This is real. Say you're working, you're having a day, you have brain fog in the middle of the day. Gina and I know about brain fog more than anything. This cacao is what you should grab. Either a tea or this little, just grab a piece off and instantly it'll remove the brain fog. That's
not
how good
Snickers
cacao is.
bar. Not a Snickers bar will send you whoop and then you come plummeting down.
Right. And 92% and higher. It has to be the highest cacao level you can get. If you get the lower, you're talking sugar. The lower is more sugar added, and you're not going to get as the quality you need. All right. And then for
That's a good
ritual,
question.
which
is
is
all cacao the same? Because I see various brands, etc. Do you want to tackle that one? Do you want me to?
We both could do it. Start it, and I'll jump in.
Well, all cacao is technically not the same. It all depends on where it is grown. Cacao that comes from Peru is grown in a different environment from the cacao that's grown in Belize, from the cacao that is grown in Puerto Rico. But you're going to get the same benefits. There might be a slight different taste in each of them, but the benefits are going to be the same.
Absolutely.
Hope that made sense.
And it's the dirt too. Remember, it's about the dirt. Remember where the Mayans and the Olmec and the Aztec, the dirt was rich. There's some Puerto Rico is rich port. Puerto Rico is called rich port in English because it's got I'm not going to say I live here, so I'm biased, but it's got the best dirt for growing. And I mean that. So say you have an avocado from Puerto Rico and an avocado from Florida. The Florida avocado is going to be more gradient, where the Puerto Rican one is more. So it's about the soil. That's why I'm saying in Belize and researching this about cacao in Belize and all those places, it's the soil. So here we use the soil. We have rainforests here. So a lot of it is they're grown near rainforests and in tropical areas, and that's where you get the best cacao.
Exactly. Yep. Thomas says, I gave up eating candy, so this is perfect. Exactly. Ooh.
Yes, and good for you. No sugar. You don't need sugar. You're already sweet. He sings. I want you to know that Thomas goes live and sings for his audience. He's a really nice guy. He sang Hotel California for me. Yay! With his kids. So how awesome. So yeah.
And Shannon is saying the machi of Chile used it for the rituals as well. Yes, this was definitely something that was used in sacred ceremony by a lot of the I don't want to call them Native Americans, but the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Machi, the Incas. Yeah, this was cacao was a sacred.
MJ, I do cacao ceremony all the time. I want to tell you, cacao ceremony is very important. I would add it into your divination. Either you do it alone or you do it with people. It really is a great connection with you. Some goddesses really love when you connect and you give as a gift cacao. So please don't. And I want to tell you, I'm going to give you the ingredients to do a cacao ceremony, the ingredients to make a cacao ritual in your own little backyard with your people and make it sacred, just like the Mayans. So you're going to grab some cacao. You're going to agave, if you can. If you don't like agave and stuff like that, cane sugar is the word, but nothing processed. Please, no. You want a little chili. You want a little ginger. You want a little cardamom. You want a little cinnamon, and you want a little agua. And you mix it all together and you make it thick like a broth. And there you start. And there is your ingredients for the most amazing, those ingredients as is. And with your own blessing, you just made a ritual that not only will it taste amazing, but the clarity and the information you'll receive. This is my Mama
Yeah.
Gaia medicine, guys. This is connecting
Mhm.
with the earth and the plant medicine. You're going to enjoy this. And if you do it, come back and let me know. How was it for you? I'm planning on doing a ritual where I'm going to have everyone drink some, get some and drink it. We're all going to drink together, even if it's on Zoom. And I want to know how it felt for you. How was it? What was different for you? Oh, nice. Our indigenous people here also. You see, it's very important. It's very here too. All right. Remember, the Taino culture is all about we ate from the land. So eating from the land is important, and the cacao has always been here. So, all right. And I want you to know how the cacao traveled to all these places, because the cacao didn't grow anywhere.
Right.
Cacao grew in one place, which was southern Mexico, where the Mayans were. It
Yeah.
was the Spaniards that came to Mexico and said, I'll take this and I'll take this, and took it, and it spread all around the world.
Yeah.
So when people say, oh, I have cacao and it was grown here, no, that belongs to the Mayans and Mexico. Cacao is from
Mhm.
Mexico, and it was transferred, and it's been in Mexico. The date I got what the information I found, 10 million years. Cacao has been on this planet from
Hmm.
dinosaur time. That's how long they have found with architectural findings seeds of cacao. So that's how
Oh,
long
wow.
this plant has been hanging around this planet. So you know what? Those nice dinosaurs were eating chocolate too way back in the way. So the addiction didn't start with us guys. It started back then.
Yep. 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 Um,
So, go ahead.
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
We're so excited. It's all about cacao, and it's
I
like
know, I know.
chocolate.
I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. Yeah, in I don't remember how I found out about the it's cacao, but I think of one of my girlfriends who's from Belize. She told me about it, and she ended up sending some for me because she went back one time, and she said, well, what do you want me to bring back for you? I said, bring me back some cacao chocolate. She's like, what? I said, bring me back some cacao. Um, she said, well, I don't think I've ever heard of it. I said, come on, you're part Mayan. You've never heard of cacao for real? And then I explained it to her, and she said, "You know what? I think I need to do some research into like my own history here." And she did, and she ended up finding this place, and so she sent me back. She said she was grateful that but she had never really learned about the history of this, this tree that they've got growing all over Belize, pretty much. And yeah, so she tried it herself, and she enjoyed it.
It's here too. When people come and I'll take them and we'll go somewhere. I love taking people. When you come on Puerto Rico, always let me know because I will take you on tours to places that you will not find with the locals, or in tourist places. And places I take you are up in the mountains where you'll pass by trees and you'll be like, what's that? Chocolate. That's cacao or coconut, not even coconut, coffee, all these things. And it's amazing. It's amazing that you can pick them and be like, the root of the, I would say the root of all evil, but this is not the root of all evil. This
Yeah,
is the root of all deliciousness and healthy. All the benefits that Gina says, all the benefits that, I mean, even for cacao ceremony, the benefits, the
hmm,
clarity, the clearing the fog out of your mind, making sure that you don't eat enough to help your stomach and not affect your stomach. So these are all great things that
exactly.
cacao has for you.
Yeah.
This
So let
amazing things.
let me share a book with you. Um, there is an actual cookbook you can get. I don't ask me where I got this because I don't remember. I really don't. But there's the title, so you can do your research and see if you find it, and you can go ahead and get one. There are drinks, there are main meals, there are desserts, breakfast items, but so many different ways that you can work with cacao. So for those of you who have that bag of cacao sitting there and you're like, now what do I do? Grab yourself one of these books or go online. There are so many different recipes
Exactly. Or invent.
online.
Invent. I just took that tea, I made the tea, and I'm like, oh, This tastes
Yeah.
good. Let me put it in my smoothie. I'm going to put it in my cereal. Because I don't drink, if
Yeah.
you know me, I'm the weird one that I don't drink any milk with my cereal. I drink water with my cereal. So I added the chocolate water to the cereal. Guess what? It was delicious. These are the things you want to do. Okay. Make it healthy, 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 healthy. So in thinking about this, I said, what crystal would be connected to cacao? Because it's like a coffee boost, the espresso, the energy, the clarity, the feeling. And I couldn't just pick one crystal. So I went crystal crazy, because you guys all know that I'm a crystal hoarder and it's all about the crystal for me. Okay. So I said, this crystal for me, carnelian popped up. Why? Because once again, carnelian is about, hey, Ella. That's my roommate. She's actually in another room. For me, this is carnelian is the pop. It's the boost. It's creativity. And when you get the fog out of your mind, just like it said, there you go. And then also citrine. Citrine is another energy crystal that, boom, it's a pop. It's an energy. Say you're feeling down and you don't have coffee crystal, you don't have coffee or cacao or anything near you, and you need that pop, and you have a crystal, grab some carnelian, grab some citrine. It does the same thing. It enhances, it clears. Fire agate is that same other one too. It drives that passion into you to focus, clarity. What do I need to see, hear, feel, and know right now? And that's what these three crystals do. And that's what cacao does for me. Cacao is like a shot of espresso. I actually used the extract crystal last night in some. See, look at that. I love it. See, so these are the crystals that would relate to that. So when it comes to cacao, for me, it is the carnelian. It is the fire agate, because that's that pop. That's that Aztec went for days, miles, and they were never hungry. They came home and they were good. And it's posterity. It was their $1 million stone. That's what they would trade for. Trade mad money was cacao. And that's what I got for cacao. This is amazing. It made me even happy being here talking about it, to be honest with you.
For me, let me see if I can reach it without knocking everything over. I'm gonna reach real quick. I have it here. For me, carnelian, yes, but I'm the earth girl, so it would be a combination of carnelian and there we go, and septarian for me, because of that real earthy. Because to me, for me, cacao has like, I don't want to say dirt, but it's and guys, don't get me wrong, it's just that real earthy feeling for me. That's what
That's a
it's.
dragon stone. That's why you got me. You pull me back with that, because I'm sorry. That is a dragon stone right there. That stone that you pulled is about fire. That is dragon. That one right there is dragon energy. That is dragon stone right there.
This to me doesn't give me the energy of fire. This is
It's a
more
fire
like
stone. Yeah, it's a fire stone, and it has
Septarian
to do.
for you.
Yeah, no, not
Oh,
for me. In general, if
oh,
Icterium is a
not for
dragon stone
me.
and with
This
fire, and
grounds
has to
me.
do with fire. Yeah, and that's what it is. What
Yeah.
grounding for you, because of the energy you have inside. But yeah,
Yeah.
there you go, guys. So this is what we have for you, this amazing cacao. So if you don't know about cacao, please go get yourself some cacao, research it. Don't just think of all chocolate is not the same. And the health, you want to be healthy and you want these little things do add up. You can melt it, you can put it in stuff, you could sprinkle it. Say you make a strawberry salad, sprinkle it with your strawberry salad a little bit on top. So many different ways. Buy the book, go online, but it's healthy. And main thing that I love about this, it clears the fog in the brain. And that's what carnelian does. Carnelian gives you your creativity to clear the fog in your brain, guys. So
And
yeah.
after one cup of cacao, you're going to be wondering now, what else can I add this into? I mean, you're going to be looking for ways to start working with cacao.
Please tell us if you find anything. Please come back in the comments and say, hey, I added this or I added that. And remember, just think of chocolate. They have so many different flavors. Chocolate comes with orange and cherries and caramel and all those things. But just now think about a healthier version of chocolate and what you can do with it. And you're going to love it, believe me. And then for the cacao ritual, do the ritual, guys. Do the ritual. Do the ritual. Come back and talk to me. I want to know.
Do yourself a cacao ceremony, definitely. And I believe that is everything that I wanted to share. We got
Awesome. This was great. See, short and sweet and to the point. Sorry we took a long time to get to you this week, but we're here now. So thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. Please go get yourself some cacao. If not, if you need to taste a little, all right, Thomas, if you want some, like I said, I'll be happy to send you a little so you can taste how it is and then get back to me. Okay. And if you want to bathe in it, guys, do bathe in it and let me know because it's good for the skin. Don't be like MJ,
Yes.
you're being mean. No, literally make a froth and bathe in it. You're going to feel a
Do
difference in your body.
and put make a a mask, men and
Chocolate
women,
face mask.
and
Yes.
put it all over your skin, all over your face, and you'll see the difference. Okay.
I'm not
If
kidding
there are
you.
any particular if there are any particular teas that you'd like for us to talk about, maybe you've tried something, you say, oh, how about discussing this particular one? Share it with us. I mean, we pick our things every week and we come on and share with you, but we like learning from you as well. So if there's something that you'd like for us to if you're curious about a particular ingredient in tea or a particular tea, let us know. All right. Thomas says, thank you very much. This was great. Larissa says, thank you for the citrine and enjoying cacao with you. I can't wait to make a smoothie now.
Yay!
Yeah, so go ahead, get yourselves you don't have to buy the book. There's plenty of recipes online. Just go do some research.
Or just, you know what? Just invent something. You're gonna believe how amazing it is. I'm sorry. I just started adding to stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this is good. I'm like, hey, you get chocolate, you get, and everybody's looking at my roommate's like, you're slow down.
I know. But guys, this has been exciting. This has been really good. Thank you again, MJ, and for everybody who came on. I know there's quite a few on here: Thomas, Kathleen, Lisa, Shannon. There's quite a few. Thank you to everyone who popped in.
You guys.
The replay is going to be here, so come on and rewatch. And go and get yourself some cacao.
Take care, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you, MJ.